All right. Good evening, everybody. You know what tonight is? It is the first Monday of the month, and that, this is really weird because you're probably seeing Harmony's face and hearing Deanna's voice. Harmony is a ventriloquist now. This is Deanna Nichols, your Blue Diamond team leader, and this is our monthly Digging for Deals webinar. This is the time that we get to help you log in to your doTERRA website at doTERRA.com, and hopefully you have your member ID number and your temporary password. If you don't know what your temporary password is, you might want to try password 1 with a capital P and the number 1. Just saying, it's very possible that that is it. You might want to log in on another device so that you can watch and click along with Harmony. She's going to teach you all the ways to save money, find deals. And the big news is that you can still get free frankincense. It was December's promo extended into the month of January for 15 days. So she's going to tell you how to do that, how to get free grapefruit. And if you're joining us because you just reactivated your membership and you forgot how to do stuff like buy things and save money, we're going to teach you how to do that. We're also going to teach you that there are possibly up to 4 free products you qualify for if you recently reactivated your account after not ordering for a while. So make sure you stick around to find out how to do that. I would be remiss if I didn't give a couple of commercials really fast. One is that the week of the 25th of January, we're doing a really cool week-long challenge called Master Your Metabolism. So look for that hashtag here in the Oil Shares VIPs group, because there are some posts that are going to prep you properly. That's a lot of P's. Properly prep you on the post for preparing for the challenge, and there's some products that you might want to get ahead of time so you're ready to jump in, and hopefully we can all work on achieving our ideal weight in 2019, a healthy weight for each person. And the other thing is if you're within like a 4-hour driving distance of Washington DC area, please check the events tab on the page or the group, because we do have an incredible opportunity for you to meet 3 of the top leaders in the company that are your own team leaders. Actually 4. We have 1 flying in from Utah, 1 from Idaho, and 2 from here in Virginia, 1 myself included. And many of your own leaders like Robin Addix, Chena Anderson, Roxanne Fora are going to be speaking and teaching on products and business, either or both, whichever. And we'd love to have you join us, so check out the details because time is running out to register for that event. If you are a brand newish Oil Shares member and you just joined doTERRA, let's say since December, we would like to offer you a chance to win a free gift, which is a personalized oil regimen for something specific that you'd like to work on from me, your Blue Diamond leader and kinesiology practitioner. And a lot of people that are using these are saying that they're getting really good results because it's targeted for you specifically. It's a $35 value. How you can enter to win is you can comment one of 2 places, either live on Oil Shares VIPs. You can say, hey, I'm a newbie. This is my first digging for deals. I was enrolled by, and then tag your enroller. Or you can send me an email if you're listening by phone. And how you do that is you send it to oilshares, SHARES, gift, GIFT, @gmail.com. All right, since you're looking at Harmony anyway, I'm going to stop talking and let her jump in. Harmony, take it away.
All right, thank you, Deanna, and welcome everyone tonight. If you're listening on the phone, we're going to get started, and if you're watching me, you're going to go ahead and see me share my screen in just a minute. I'm Harmony Williams. I'm a platinum in upstate New York, and that's about all I have to say about me. I'm a mom, I'm a doula. I love doTERRA. Let's see, let's get started. These are the things you're going to need tonight. You're going to need a pen and paper to take a few notes at different spots, specifically one spot where I ask you to write a few things down so that you'll remember them. I don't think the majority of us will remember the information that I'm going to ask you to write down without the help of writing something down. If you can get set up in front of your computer, that would be awesome so that you could follow along with me. And then I also want to remind you this call is recorded, so you can go back and watch the replay. And if you're listening to it or viewing it and I'm going too fast or too slow, I normally get told that I'm going a little slow by certain people, and then other people think I'm going too fast. It's just kind of based on your computer skills. So I just try to keep a steady pace. But if I'm losing you or boring you in any way, you can always go back and watch the recording and put me to the speed that you want to be at. Okay, and then let's go ahead and get started. You're going to go to not My doTERRA, that was a year ago. You're going to go to doTERRA.com. And so we're going to go ahead. I'm going to hit share screen, and I'm going to share my screen with you all. Yeah, and now we're seeing the screen. Woohoo! Here we go. Okay, so I'm at doTERRA.com, and I'm going to go ahead and log in. Over on the right-hand side at the very top in the gray bar, there's an option to click log in. If you're listening to the phone call and you're not viewing what I'm doing, I'm going to do my very best to talk through and tell you what everybody else is seeing visually. I'm going to try to be telling you as well so that you can understand. I'm going to click the login button, and when I do this, it's going to go ahead and put my ID and password in for me. Of course, your ID is different. If you don't know what your ID number is, you can always look at the email that you got from doTERRA, which gives you your member number or your ID number. And then if you're having trouble remembering your password, you can always ask the person that helped you get started, and will help you enroll. Okay, I went ahead and signed in. When you sign in, we start right on to the main doTERRA page. And let's look here. I just want to kind of remind you, we're going to start right with the account profile. I had to look and make sure that I started at the right spot. I'm going to go over, your name is at the top in the right-hand corner. So you can see that my name is over here. And right below your name, there's a little arrow down button where you can run your cursor. Just go ahead and click on account profile, and that's where we're going to start tonight. This is kind of where, if you have a question about something in the past or you're interested in something, you can very easily, what do I want to say? You can very easily go ahead and come here, and this is going to be one of the ways that helps you find where you're going. Okay, so as you can see, your account profile pops up, and there's either a picture if you've uploaded a picture, or along the right hand side there's a bottle of oil. I have a picture of me and my family. A lot of other people just have a lavender bottle. Below that, it's going to give you your name and your ID number, and it's going to tell you when you've been a member. You've been a member, you can say I've been a member for quite a few years. And then it's going to give you your rewards bank. I'd like to show you this right at the beginning because this is what we're talking about tonight. My job is to teach you how to get the best deals. So I'm going to go ahead and show you that. But this is where you come in to see how many points you have. If you're brand new, you probably don't have very many points, but that's okay. I'm teaching you tonight how to earn points and what you'll be eligible for. Okay. Also in this area is the option of, if you're a wellness advocate, it shows you the green button to enroll a new member. If you're not a wellness advocate and you're a wholesale member, it would give you the option to upgrade if you would like to, what do you call it? If you'd like to sign up a friend. Sorry, I don't know why my brain is a little slow tonight. Anyway, so you could always choose to upgrade your account. It also allows you to come in here and do things like manage your payments, manage your order history and tracking, manage addresses. So this is a really great place to come. The main reason why I wanted you to see it is just to see where your reward points are. And we'll talk about how you get a reward points and how you accrue more percentage in a little bit. But your account profile is a great place to be. I just wanted you to go ahead and see that. Now, if you go and click just on the middle of that gray bar, it says products at the very top. That's going to take you into your main products page. And this is where it all starts each time when you log in. And this is real important to see because right across the top, there's a scrolling bar that tells us the specials for the month. So you're seeing that it says free frankincense. You're seeing the free grapefruit this month with 125 PB order. And so each month the specials change, but we don't know what they are until the very first of the month. And so if you're curious and you haven't been on Facebook, or you don't have Facebook, or you haven't checked your email yet, you normally get emails as well. This is where you'll come. That'll go ahead and you can easily come in here and look, and that will be updated, and it will tell you what the new product of the month and everything is. Okay, let's see here. This is where we shop. I just am going to tell you really quick that my job tonight is that you already get your membership, which gives you a great discount on the oils, but I get to show you how you get to maximize that discount by getting an even more reduced discount on certain products that are bundled together, and also to teach you how now on top of your discount, you also can earn a percentage back of it in points. And so those points then get translated straight over into free products. It's a really awesome one-for-one. There's not, it doesn't, you don't have to have 50 points to earn $1 of product. It's a one-to-one ratio type of a thing. And it's where my family has gotten hundreds and thousands of dollars worth of free oil since we've been in doTERRA, and it allows us to really be able to take care of our family in the way that we want to without having to spend as much money. So that's my job tonight. So I'm going to show you what to do, and we're going to talk straight right now at the beginning about where we're going to shop. And the first thing that you're going to look for on this shop page, so you're on the products page, which means you click products on the middle gray bar at the top. And then once we get there, there's one of two things. You're either going to see a purple box that says scheduled loyalty orders, or you're going to see a purple box that says loyalty rewards program. Okay, if it says scheduled loyalty orders, you had somebody that helped you out by setting up a loyalty order so that you could follow along really easily. So you can just sit back for a second and thank the person who helped you out and got you started the right way. And it's right, you're going to be able to jump right in with us in just a second. It's what I'm going to do in a minute. But before that, there's a group of us on the phone or on the video that your box just says loyalty rewards program. It doesn't have a schedule loyalty order. It doesn't have an edit button and a date. If that is the case, you don't see a purple edit button in this box, you're going to go ahead and click on the button. There's a purple button that says create new loyalty order. If you click on that button, it's going to give you a date, and or I should say a calendar, and you get to choose a date. Don't get picky and choosy, just click something, because in just a few minutes, we're all going to go in and look at the date and talk about the date in a minute. Just click on something, and then you're going to click next, or begin shopping, I think that's what it might say. I don't know, I don't have that up in front of me because I already have a loyalty order scheduled. So get your loyalty order scheduled real quick if you need to. And then everyone else is going to go ahead, and if you already have that edit button in the purple box on the right-hand side that says scheduled loyalty order, go ahead and click edit. So I'm going to click my purple edit button. And I'm waiting for my computer. There we go. And then this takes me into my cart, but some of you aren't in the cart. So we're all going to go up to the very top. We're right next to the magnifying glass in the gray bar. There's a search option, and we're going to all start typing in lavender. Okay, that's what I'm doing. Perfect. Okay, once you get lavender pulled up, if you'll click on the lavender bottle, then we're going to all add it to our cart. So you clicked on the lavender bottle. This brings you into the lavender page. And now we're just going to hit the green button that says add to cart. It's going to add it to our cart. Come on. My internet is being slow this evening. There it goes. Okay, so I added it to my cart, and then I'm going to go up to the very top and click on the shopping, or I should say run my cursor over the shopping cart little icon at the top in the gray bar over to the rightish side of the screen. I'm going to put my cursor over that. When I do that, the box pops up, and I'm going to go ahead and click on that purple button. You might have to scroll down if you have a small screen, but there's a purple button to review your loyalty order. I'm going to review that, and now everybody should be in the cart, and everybody should have lavender in their cart. If you're viewing this, you're going to see that I have my whole full cart of stuff that I needed this month. I've already placed my order this month, so you're going to see my full cart, and that's okay. You don't have to have a full cart. As we go along tonight and talk, if you see a product that you like, you can always just pop it in your cart, because we're going to save it at the end, and then you can go back and decide what you want to do. But at least all of us at this point should have lavender in the cart. Okay, This is your shopping cart, and it's pretty basic. I'm just going to kind of run through a few things here to really help you feel comfortable and know where everything is. For some of you guys, this is going to be super obvious. Like, this is just not a big deal, and you're really used to websites that have a what do I want to say, a system like this in the way that you order. And then some of you, this is a little bit different. So try to just bear with me. We'll just be together and work on figuring this out. So across the top, below the scrolling bar that's giving you the specials for the month, is a purple bar that says loyalty order, and it gives you the date. And you can see that my date is February. I've already ordered this month, so it's getting me ready for next month and what I want to do. If you click, I did it without telling you, let me try again. If you look right next to the date, there's a little notepad and pencil type icon that does not look like a calendar to me, so I can't say calendar. A little notepad and a pencil icon. If you click on that, you're going to get to edit the date. Okay, so this is where I want to really emphasize with you that you are in control of your cart. You're allowed to do whatever you want. You can change every portion of this cart, and that starts with the date. So you can choose whichever date you would like. I would like to personally suggest to you choosing a date between the 2nd of the month to the 15th of the month. And the reason why I suggest that is because the 1st, if your order processes on the 1st, your order processes at midnight on the day that you've chosen. So if your order processes at midnight on the 1st, you are not going to know what the specials are. And so you might have put something in your cart that you end up getting for free. And so you didn't need to have that in the cart twice, because it's going to give you a free one and the one that you already had in there. So I'm just recommending that you at least choose the 2nd. And then the reason that I'm saying the 15th of the month is when we order in the first half of the month all the way up to the 15th on the Loyalty Reward program, and you do 125 PV order, you get the free product of the month in your box, no questions asked. So that's why I suggest to do the first half of the month. We are already into the middle of, like we're a little bit deeper in the month than normal by being the 8th. Normally I'm teaching this class on the 3rd or the 2nd because the first Monday of the month is earlier. So there might not be an easy date for you to choose. Like, I can see right now that there might not be very many dates before the 15th to choose. That's okay. You don't need to freak out. I will show you at the end how you can force this to go through after you're done setting this up on any date that you choose. And so you could choose whatever is later in the month. I'll show you how there's an option to wait for you can always just wait for it to process and get it all set up and just let it wait, or you can always process it and make it go through before the 14th so you can still earn things. Now, that being said, once you get done with that, just hit save the date and shop. I'm going to go ahead and choose towards the end of February because I've already done my order for this month. And so once it does that, it knows that I'm not ordering again. And I'm hoping it's going to save. I'm not sure why my computer is so slow today. Maybe I just didn't click on it. I'll try again. There we go. Okay, so hopefully that helps you understand that you're in charge of your date. There are some times that there are not any dates left. It's just because there are so many people scheduled on that date, they're not going to let you auto schedule that. That doesn't mean, there again, that you can't go in on the 10th and get your cart all the way ready and proceed to check out and process the whole entire thing. I'll show you how to do that at the end. Okay, let me see here. I want to make sure that I'm, the other thing I want to tell you before we start into the sections of the cart is just reminding you that if you have multiple orders in a month to do, like if you have something that you want to send to somebody, or you get halfway through the month and you want to order another item, you can always just come back and edit the cart and do it all again. Every time that you shop through this cart, you're eligible to earn points. It's the only place that you're eligible to earn points on the products that you purchase. So this is why we really try to show you that this is how the Loyalty Rewards program is where the money is at. It's where it's at, it's where you want to be. Okay, we went over the date. Now we're just going to very quickly look below the purple bar that shows the date. There's in the center, there's another place to look at your points bank. And you can see that mine says remaining rewards points, and I have 80 points that I've earned. I redeemed about 300 points last month and had a lot of points and a ton. I got $300 worth of free stuff in the month of December for Christmas time. So that was a really wonderful way for me to use my points. But I have my points sitting here. So if you want to check your points and you want to see what they are, you could also look right here in the cart. Okay, we're going to quickly go to just the little part, I should say like the columns of this part really quick. You can see we have lavender here. You can see that there's a quantity per unit that shows that you put 1 lavender in the box into your shopping cart. You can see below that the price of lavender is $21 and the PD stands for product value. The product value is $21. The product value is always the same as the price when it comes to oils. The oils are always the same, PD and price. There are different times when it's not that way, like oil products, something as simple as I always use the example of toothpaste. It has On Guard in it, but there's other things in it besides just On Guard. So it's got a different PD and a different price. We'll talk about that in a few minutes. Then you have an option to use points. As you can see, I could drag down and use and get 1 bottle of lavender that's sitting right here and use my points to get that for free. You might not have that option right now because you don't have enough points. But if you did have enough points, you could go ahead and get your lavender free. The frequency, this kind of like can freak people out. So it says monthly. The reason it says monthly is because it is a monthly ordering system. If you don't want it next month, just take it out of the cart and put in what you do want. You're in charge of this. So I put in my phone what date I have set, and I just go ahead and before that date processes, I go ahead and go into my cart and keep a wish list, a running list of what I need, and I change out and take out. I don't need lavender this month, so I take lavender out and I put in whatever I do need, balance, peppermint, whatever the case may be, I just change that out. So if you don't change it every month, it would send you the same thing every month. That's just when you go in and change it because you're in charge of this. Okay, at the end, it reiterates the price and the PD. PD is always in green. We'll look at those a little bit more. And it also gives you the option to trash it, to delete it out of here. So really quick, we're gonna delete out. So let's go above the bottle of lavender. The quick add by item number or name is a little box, the green box right below the loyalty order date. And making sure I say that to the people who are joining us by the phone. So right below that purple bar that says loyalty order and the date, there's a quick add box. If you'll all just type in peppermint, this is where I very quickly can go in. If I know what I want, I can just type my whole list. Like just peppermint, add it to cart. Eucalyptus, add it to cart. Toothpaste, add it to cart. I can just put everything right in here. So it's really quick and easy. It's a great way to do that. If you just put peppermint in your cart with me, you saw how quick that was. And then now that we're just going to practice throwing it away, I want you to go ahead and delete. Go to the trash can at the end of that peppermint row and delete peppermint back out. And you can see how quickly you can delete. So I say quickly, my internet's a little slow. There we go. Okay, let's see. The next thing I want to do is just to quickly take a break and talk about PD. Actually, before we do that, I'm going to hang on a second. Before we do that, I want to scroll down and show you. I have a big order. Let me scroll down. I want to show you a couple things. I want to show you that at the very bottom of all your list of things, mine was a big scroll down, but the rest of you shouldn't have as much going on. There's your shipping option. So you have the option to ship it wherever you need to, and you can add and manage your addresses. So that if you're on vacation, you want to send something to your mother, you're a snowbird and you're half the year in Arizona or Florida, and the other half of the year you're back up north where you live. Whatever the case may be, you can always change. You do not have to have this order shipped to your house. You could ship it anywhere you need to ship it in the United States. So that's just a good thing for you to know. You can always ship it. And then it also gives you your payments and your notifications type of information. I want you to see that. That's where you would change it. So if you have a gift to send to a good friend, you could come in here, put the stuff in the loyalty rewards order and get points for it and ship a gift to a friend. So that's just a fun little tip that I try to give you all. Now, we're going to just take a pause for a minute. This is kind of important information in here. So I want to just kind of take a little refresher. Everybody can take a breath and maybe focus back in for a second if you were already shopping and I was losing you. This is where we're just going to talk about PD for a few minutes. The reason that I'm teaching this to you is because it shows you, PD tells you what you qualify for. There are 3 things that you qualify for, and I want you to understand why it's so important. So if you'll take your pen and paper, this is where I'm going to give you a few numbers that teach you what to do. I just want to make sure that you know what it is. The first thing is to write down 50 PV. And once you write that down, if you'll put next to it, free product points. This is what turns on the free product points. If you make an order under 50 PV in the loyalty reward order, you still get your shipping points back. So it still benefits you to make a small order to get your shipping points back. But you don't earn points until you get to 50 PV, which is very simple to do if you start to make a lifestyle out of this and you start to want to keep your essential oils in your home. And it's a pretty easy thing to do. Okay, the next point that I want you to write underneath that is that it increases the percentage of earnings. Okay, well, the majority of us, unless you started out with a very large kit, the majority of us, when we start earning the points on our products, we start at 10%. And the cool thing about the Loyalty Rewards program is that over the first 3 months that you're in Loyalty Rewards, you earn 10%. And then if you do 50 PV orders or larger, those 3 months, you go to 15%, and then to 20, and then to 25. And every 3 months you bump up so that at the end of the year, if you've been loyal to the Loyalty Rewards program, if you've done the loyalty part of it, then you're going to be earning 30% back of your PV in points. So I'm just going to give you an example of what that looks like. If I did a 100 PV order, I would earn 30 points back for $30 worth of free products the next time. So I'm earning that each time that I make an order because I've reached 30% and I stay there. So 50 PV helps you increase your percentage so that you get all the way to 30%. Okay, the next one that I want you to write down is 100 PV. I'd like you to put a star next to that and then write bonus product points and put like a couple dollar signs maybe. This is for you, all of you who are like referring a friend to doTERRA. When you refer a friend to doTERRA and you sign somebody up, you're entitled to earn 20% of their first 60 days of purchases. This is how doTERRA thanks you for doing the word of mouth referral. And so to make this, you have to have a 100 PV LRP order. So you need to be keeping 100 PV LRP in your cart. And if you would like to earn on the person that you've signed up and helped out, or I should say persons, we all typically end up sharing with somebody at some point, then this is how you make your earnings. And we always leave this sitting in the cart. Okay, I'm gonna take a really quick drink of water. Okay, that way I don't lose my voice. You will get to hear another voice at the end of today's, at the end of the call. We'll do a couple people that will help me out and let me take a break. Okay, the next thing that we're gonna write down is 125 PV, and 125 PV stands for the product of the month. POM is how we shorten that, product of the month. This is, go ahead and write it down, LRP only. If you try to do a standard order, you are not going to earn the product of the month. The other thing you need to write down about this, it has to be an order placed on the 1st or all the way through to the 15th of the month, all the way through to the 15th day. It's not like on the 14th at midnight, you've lost your chance. It goes all the way through the 15th. Has to be an LRP order placed on the 1st to the 15th of the month, and it's one time only, because there are other times that you can order multiple times to get the free product, not with the product of the month. It's a one-time only, not for enrollment orders. Okay, the product of the month this month is grapefruit. So it's a great oil. We'll talk about it in a few minutes. It's typically, the product of the month is typically like a $10 to $15 bottle of oil. That's is the value. And the last one that we're going to talk about is 150 PV to 200 PV. Typically, we see 200 PV specials. Every once in a while, we see something random and they do a little bit smaller PV amount than the 200. This is just an occasional special that gives a free product, and it gives a larger free product. That's what we're seeing this month with a 200 PV special, which is for the free frankincense. That was last month's special, and they extended it out into the first half of this month. So pretty cool. We'll get some free frankincense if we choose to do that 200 PV order. And I will say that in my first few years of being in doTERRA, I never paid for frankincense because I always capitalized on this free special. The cool thing about the 200 PV special is that you can do more than one order. So if you just have to split your order into multiple 200 PV. You can't do 400 or 600 PV orders and assume that it's going to just send you 2 or 3 frankincense in the box. You have to split your orders up into 200 PV but you can do more than one with a limit, I think, of 4 on an account. And it's typically a product that's valued more from like $70 to $90. So frankincense is right at wholesale $70, $69.50, I believe. So that's frankincense. But the other times that we've had it have been other product bundles and other products, but it always is valued anywhere from about 70 to 90. So it's a really good value. It's a really good thing to pay attention to. Like I said, it happens at the most like 3, 4, maybe 5 times a year. Okay. Now, I want to show you really quick. We've talked about PV. We talked about why it matters. It's showing you what you earn and what you're getting for free. I want to show you where the total for PV is. So PV is always in green. So you're seeing this when you're looking at your lavender bottle here in your cart. You're seeing the green PV of lavender as 21. If you want to see the total of PV that you have, just look to the right side in your gray order summary box, the right side of the screen. It's going to show you your subtotal. It's going to show you the PV amount. That PV amount is, you can see right there for me, I have 248 PV in my subtotal in my cart. I don't know why that word was difficult for me. Anyway, you're seeing that right there. So I just want to make sure you are aware of that, because sometimes your subtotal and your PV amount are different. So you might think, okay, I spent $200, but because your PV, you might have had a couple items that didn't have the same PV as price. And so you might be at like 190 PV and you might not have actually gotten where you needed to be. So that's just kind of what I wanted to show with you really quick to make sure you know where that's at. We'll talk about it again in a couple minutes. Okay, now I'm done talking about the cart for a few minutes and you're like, phew, good, because we haven't seen anything else. So let's all pop out of the cart. I'm going to go ahead and go back to the products button at the top in the gray bar, it's the middle. We're going to go ahead and click on that. Oh, it's asking me about this. Are you sure you want to proceed? No, I'll go ahead and save my cart. If it's telling you something about you, are you sure you want to proceed? I'm just going to go ahead and save and process my cart really quick. I'm not sure why that did that. It hasn't done that to me other times, but we'll just keep trucking along. We're just going to go with the flow. I'm going to save my cart and then I'm going to go back into it really quick. Make sure I'm in my loyalty cart. The reason that you want to make sure you're in your cart is when you're shopping on the loyalty reward program, when you're in your cart and shopping, you see products that are bundled together that you won't see otherwise. And that is one of my money saving tips that I want to give you tonight. So I'm going to go back into my cart, hit the edit button, and then I'm going to hit the product. Oh, it's telling my internet connection is unstable. Hopefully that's going to work out okay. Okay, I'm going to go back to the top in the center and hit the product button if it's going to let me. I'm hoping it won't kick me off the internet. Okay, it did let me do that. Good. I'm going to tell my husband to make sure he's off the internet. I have to. Okay, there we go. All right, now we're going to go ahead. It did load for me. And you see when it loaded right, now there's a purple bar across the top that says now editing your order. So that's really important that you're seeing that you're editing your loyalty reward order, because now when we do this, I'm going to show you some products that are bundled together that you wouldn't see otherwise. So that was my whole point in doing that. Okay, so we're on the products page and we're going to click very quickly single oil. Okay, when we go to single oils, there's an alphabetical order. We're going to scroll down to grapefruit really quick. Come on, grapefruit. Watch it be on the next page. It's going to be on the next page. That would just be my luck. Let me load the next page. There's 3 pages of oils. We have enough single oils that they're on multiple pages. I'm going to go ahead. Here it is. It's going to be right here. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Grapefruit. Grapefruit is free this month. It's your free product of the month, which is super awesome because it's 16 PV. So it's saving you $16. And if you're brand new, you probably don't have grapefruit yet. And if you do have grapefruit, you want another bottle to have, so you don't have to order it later in the year. You've got it for when you need, when your other bottle is empty. So I'm going to give you just a minute to tell you, or take just a minute to tell you a little bit about grapefruit and what I use it. Grapefruit is one of my very favorite oils. And the truth is, I don't even really like to eat a grapefruit, but I love the way that grapefruit smells. I love the way that it tastes in my water. If you're used to drinking lemon in your water and you're kind of bored, don't we all get a little bit bored as we do the same thing over and over? Switch to grapefruit. It's a great alternative. It's an awesome product to get free this month because drinking oils in your water really helps to maintain a healthy weight and it helps you to maintain a healthy appetite. So it's a great thing to do. I'll tell you my other tricks. I love to diffuse grapefruit and I love to clean with it. I use grapefruit and lemongrass together in my cleaning in the bathroom, and it kind of has like a fruity pebble type smell. It smells delicious. It's also really nice to diffuse together that way. And the other way that I like to use it is in like a soft scrub. I have a recipe for some liquid Castile soap and baking soda that go together and make like a scrub that you then scrub things with. And I love to use it in my dishes. So when I put in my natural dish soap, I put in a drop or two of grapefruit juice to hand wash dishes, or sometimes I throw that in my dishwasher in a little receptacle before I flip it, turn it off, and turn the dishwasher on. So that's the way that I love to use grapefruit. There's lots of other ways that you can use it. I just shared a few of my favorite ways, but I wanted you to go ahead and see that really quick and see. I don't think I knew it was 16. I thought it was more like 14 or 15, but that's pretty awesome to see us get a free bottle of grapefruit this month if you do 125 PV order before or on the 15th of the month. Hopefully you're getting that ingrained in your head. That way you know the details. Okay. So this is where you're going to find all your single oils, but we're going to go right back up to products. I'm going to click on that, let it load, and I'm going to hit, I want to show you the 10% off product. That's going to be in the blends. Let's go down to, on the left-hand side, that's the essential oil category. Hit the proprietary blends. That's going to take you in and show you all the blends. So we'll do that next. And Rhonda, if you're on the phone, if you can be ready in just a second, you're going to talk about Slim and Sassy, but we're going to get there first. And it's going to take me a minute because I think I'm going to make a gamble and say it's on the 3rd page. I might be wrong, but we're going to try. I clicked the 3rd page because I think the S's are going to be at the end. Oh, I was wrong. Okay, 2nd page, y'all. Sorry. Okay, hopefully it's here at the bottom. I'm going to scroll down to the 2nd page of all of the blends that doTERRA makes. They're pretty awesome with their blends. And Slim and Sassy is kind of in the middle. And as you can see, it normally, well, it doesn't really show me what it normally is. I don't know why it didn't do that. But anyway, this is the 10% off product this month. doTERRA only does one product every month that's 10% off. So it's a great time to stock up. Or if you've never had this product, it's a great way to get a discount on a product that you're otherwise not going to ever get a discount on. So Slim and Sassy, I will let Rhonda talk about it for a minute if you're on the call, Rhonda. I'm not sure if I have to unmute you. Hang on a second. Oh, I can hear you, Deanna, but you're kind of breaking up.
Can you hear me?
Oh, now I can.
Okay. Well,
okay, well, I don't know if she's on, so I'm going to, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm going to click out of this thing and we'll just wait and see if Rhonda gets on. I'll check on her in a minute. If not, I'll take 1 second to show you all the information that doTERRA gives you about the products. It's right here on the page. So they give you all the different ways, all the different uses, and they give you the directions for use. They give you the cautions. And then along the side, on the left-hand side, it says more info. And there's something underneath the more info that says PIP, PIP. That's called a product information page. It gives you a whole slew of additional more information. So I'm always trying to direct people. I have people say to me like, is something, is the toothpaste gluten-free? Is this, this or that? The PIP on any product almost always has that type of information. So while I have no problem answering your question, if you ever can't get somebody to answer it quickly, you can look at that information up yourself. I wanted to point out the PIP, not the PIP. Ooh, that's not great. The PIP. And then I also wanted to show that at the bottom, they also put recommended products with it. That's kind of a new feature, and I think it's kind of cool. And it shows you what other things go well, which is cool, that grapefruit goes well with the Slim and Sassy. But we'll go ahead and see if Rhonda can get on in a few minutes. Maybe she's just having trouble getting on or her internet connection isn't great. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to look at, and this is a bundled product that I want to show you. So we're going to hit the products at the top to go back to the main page. You can see we kind of do the same things each time. And we're going to be on the other side, on the right-hand side that says other products, and we're going to scroll down to supplements. When we scroll down to supplements, then we're going to also scroll down to Daily Vitality. It's the very last option. If you click on that, we're going to see the supplements come up. And I just wanted to show you very quickly the Lifelong Vitality Pack. This Vitality Pack is amazing because it bundles the three together. So the reason that you're seeing this bundled is because you're looking at this through the LRP card. So if you were not purchasing through the LRP and through the Loyalty Rewards program, you wouldn't see this package together. This takes the L6CRS that's $69.50, the Microplex BMZ that's $39.50, and the XEO Mega that's $49.50, and it puts them together in a packet together that's $79.50. Then when you click on this, I'm going to go ahead and click on it. That's the first savings, but there's additional savings. If my internet will load, there it goes. When I decide to add it to the cart, come on. I'm clicking on add to cart. And when I do this, it gives me two options. The first option is just to add the pack only, to add the three together at the discount. That would be fine if you're not interested in any other products, but there isn't a way to save even more money by packaging it with, you can choose 3 more products to package together that are at a huge discount. And I always want to show this, excuse me, I always want to show this to you because a lot of people use Terrazyme, a lot of people use PBSS, the Deep Blue Polyphenol, those kind of things. That Deep Blue Polyphenol, if you just went and purchased it by yourself on LRP, by itself, it would be $59.50. But when you purchase it bundled with the Lifelong Vitality Pack, it's only $20. And that's just a huge savings. It's another $35. And I just wanted you to see that because like for my family, my husband uses that Deep Blue Polyphenol when he works out. It really helps with his soreness, and he's in the military, so he works out very often. And it's just one of those ones that we use often. So that's a great way for our family to get that. We use PBSS, we use the vitamins for our kids. So there's a great way to get that all combined together and to save even more money. And that's what it's all about. I'm here to show you the savings. So I'm going to exit out of that, and I'm going to hope that Faith is on. Faith, if you're on, I'd like you to tell everybody why we even care about the Lifelong Vitality vitamins. So if you're on, let's see if we're going to get Faith. I can't hear you. No, I can't hear you. I'm hearing just parts of your words. Okay, I'm just gonna keep going. We'll just keep trucking away. we're not gonna fuss, that's for sure. I think Deanna's having connection issues, and I'm hoping that I'm not. I'm hoping you all can hear me. It seems to be fairly smooth right now, but I can tell that Deanna's having connection issues. So we'll just keep trucking. All right, so I will tell you very quickly why the Lifelong Vitality matters. The Lifelong Vitality vitamins are fabulous, and you don't have to believe me when I say that. All you have to do is take a few minutes to check the ingredients, and you can see that it is a ton of supplements that people separate out and purchase, all different kinds of awesome things and herbal supplements. It's all put together, and it is a fabulous concoction of supplementation goodness, is how I'll say it. There is so much. There's also essential oils in it. It's not genetically modified. It has things like, it's all whole food based. The folate is important to me instead of having folic acid. That really means something to me, that they make sure that they do that, especially for moms who are pregnant. And for all of us, we don't need to be taking folic acid, we need to be taking folate. Anyway, they're great. And not only are they great because they're just a good vitamin, and if you are in the vitamin world and you're used to taking herbal supplements and you can see that there's turmeric and all these awesome things in this, on top of that, I just know how well I feel with them and how terrible I feel when I don't take them. So I can immediately tell if I've skipped a day. They have a 30-day guarantee, the money back guarantee. So if it's not something that you like, then you just get your money back, which I would give you your money back. If you don't like them, just stop for a couple days and then assess how you feel. Because I always have trouble sometimes knowing how I feel, because I feel just fine and I don't think anything of it. And then I go off my vitamins, I don't feel as good. They give me a lot of energy. I'm not a coffee drinker in any way, so I definitely need them to keep my brain clear and to give me the energy that I need. And that's what they do for me. I'm sorry that Faith couldn't share with us tonight why she uses them. But like I said, we're not going to fuss. We're just going to keep going along. So I wanted you to see how to bundle that. The other thing I want to show you, I'd like you to go back up to products. We'll talk about frankincense in a minute. But before we do that, I just want to show you how other products can be bundled together. If you'll go to the other products on the right-hand side of the main products page and go into personal care. I'm scrolling past it like I'm not going to go into it. Let me click on personal care. It's the top option for other products. Let me wait for my computer to load it. There we go. Okay, this shows all the hygiene care. doTERRA makes skincare lines that are fabulous. I've used them for years and I love them. They make spa products, but I want to show you just a very simple way to save money with the hair care. I always point this out because this is just a simple way. If you see products bundled together into a little pack or a system, sometimes they'll call it systems, this is how they're saving you money. So, but if you broke all the things in this hair care system down, you would see that you're getting a huge savings on that. But I'll show you it when you look at 1 pack or 2 packs. So if you get 1 bottle of shampoo, you pay $19.50 for it. If you get the two pack, you pay $24.50 for it. So for $5 more, you can get twice the amount. The same thing with the conditioner, and they also package the shampoo and conditioner together. So if you're interested in any of those things, it is a much better idea to buy them packaged together, and you only see them packaged together on the Loyalty Rewards program. You don't see that anywhere else. The other thing I want to point that out is if we just go back 1 screen, I'm just going to go back 1 and see if I can just hit my back button. That's all I'm doing. If you go into like the skincare set, I'm going to hit Essential Skincare for those of you who aren't watching but are just listening. You can go in and you can customize your own kit, which gives you a savings. And then they also have all the skincare, every single product put together for you that allows you to get it at a savings because it's bundled together too. Okay, while I'm showing you savings, I want to show you one other thing, or maybe 2. I have trouble limiting myself with all the things I'm going to show you. I'm going to click products at the very top to get back to the main page, and I'm going to scroll down to, I always forget this one, it's scrolling to the collections. So it's on the other product side, the right side, and hit collections. This is where they bundle some things together for you, and I wanted you to go to the very bottom. The last option is Loyalty Reward Kit, and this is only there again on Loyalty Rewards program, and they put all these kits together that save you a few dollars. So it's another way to purchase a large amount of products together that saves you a little bit more money because they're packaged together. So you have options. You have a lot of options to save money that way as well. I'm going to pop back to the product page and show you frankincense really quick, and we'll just rehash what frankincense is all about. Maybe Deanna will get on, maybe she won't. We'll just be patient and see. Frankincense, I think it's going to be on the 2nd page because I remember that from last month. So we're going to scroll to the bottom, hit the next page, and we're going to look at frankincense really quick. Deanna, if you're able to talk about it and you think you're not going to break up, go ahead. If I don't hear anything, I'm just going to keep yapping. Okay, I don't hear anything. I have a feeling that her internet's really struggling. Okay, good thing that mine seems to be going, or if it isn't going, I'm oblivious to it and just sitting here having fun with y'all. Okay, so frankincense, I just want to show you this really quick. This is the free oil that you're going to get this month if you do a 200 PV order. It's a $69.75 bottle of oil. And it is the king of oils for a reason. It is one of my very favorites. I think that frankincense probably gets on me more than about any other oil that I put on. I love it for the emotional benefits. There's so many benefits that it has, but it is one of the most uplifting and at the same time grounding oils. It just keeps me steady, and that's what I need. And it's also great. It's a great oil to use with another oil. So if you need something to work really well, I always tell somebody, and add frankincense to it too, because frankincense just makes everything better. It's great for your skin. It's great for scarring and aging. It's great for your immune system and your nervous system. It is a fabulous oil to have, and I just want to urge you to get it free if you are able to do that, because that is a huge value and such a special oil to get. And it's awesome that they extended out into January for us to get it for free. So that's my little plug for frankincense. And if you're new and you haven't popped open your bottle of frankincense that came in your kit, open it up and inhale it and enjoy it. I put it on my neck and on my shoulders. It just makes me feel wonderful. So that is my plug for frankincense. Now, we need to do a few more things. So I'm going to have you click on the shopping cart at the very top of your button, and I'm going to, at the very top of the bar on your computer screen, go ahead and put your cursor over the shopping cart and click the purple button to review the order. And we're going to do a few more things I'm going to teach you very quickly, because I try to keep this call right at an hour. And I did all the talking tonight. I'm so sorry. I had 3 other people that were going to chit chat so that I could get a break and you could get a break from hearing me, but we're having some technical difficulties. So hopefully we can just bear with each other. The first thing I want to show you is below your items that you have in the cart, above the shipping. So right in between the items and right above the shipping option, there's a button that says for personal consumption. That's a really important one to know, because this tells you that you're using it on yourself. You're not putting it on a retail shelf to sell. And so it allows you to not have to pay as much tax as you would pay if you were putting it on a shelf. So please click that you're personally consuming this if you are, and then you'll have a little bit better tax break. And I'll just reiterate very quickly, your taxes are based on your city and state tax. So all of our tax rates are different based off of where we are living and where we're shipping this to. Okay, the good thing I want to show you down here is your delivery options. This is like one of the very best things about Loyalty Rewards program, in my opinion. It doesn't matter what delivery option you choose, whether you choose the $24.99 shipping or the $3.99 shipping, whatever price point that you choose, when you shop through Loyalty Rewards program online, you get those points back. You get the cost back of your shipping. So if you chose $3.99 shipping, you get 4 points added to your account to compensate for what you paid, so that you can get $4 worth of free product. You choose the $24.99 shipping, you get 25 points back. So they don't discriminate on how much you're spending on shipping and what you want to do. They just give those points back to you the following month. And so that's a really awesome thing that's for Loyalty Rewards, and I want to make sure you know about it, so that you know that you're not just earning your percentage on the PV amount that you ordered that month. You also get your shipping costs back to you in points. Okay, I'm going to scroll back up to the top, and I'm going to very quickly tell you about this promo code box. Not everybody that's on the phone call is going to be eligible for this, so don't shoot the messenger. I'm just going to show this to you really quick. I just switched my screen. Excuse me. I just switched my screen to show you. I'm just going to read this to you really quick. It says the promotion is available to those who have not placed an order in the last 4 to 12 months. So if it's called like a reactivation plan or campaign. If you haven't done this, you are eligible. And some of you have probably been prompted by your friends or your upline to check out this phone call tonight to remember how to order. If you have not ordered in the last 4 to 12 months since August 31st of 2018, you are able to put an order in and get an extra product. So if you do a standard order and you put in this promo code, Jan Breathe 2019, you get a bottle of Breathe that's added to your order. If you do a 100 PV loyalty order, which is what I taught you about tonight, you're going to put in Jan Guard 2019 as your promo code, and you're going to get Breathe and On Guard. If you did a 200 PV standard order. You put in Jan Breathe 2019 and you get a free Breathe and a free frankincense. And then of course, if you do a 200 PV loyalty order, you can get you do the same promo code, Jan Guard 2019. You're going to get Breathe, On Guard, frankincense, and grapefruit. Good heavens, you're going to get a ton of free stuff. So I want to make sure I went over that. If you're on the phone and you didn't hear those codes well, you can just talk to the person who enrolled you and they can easily share those promo codes with you. I just want you to see, hang on. Okay, there we go. Now I'm back on my page. I just want you to see that this is where in the order summary box on the right-hand side, that's where you're going to put your promo code in. Okay, so you put that in, you click apply. If everything works out and everything happens the right way, it should go through. If you're having a technical difficulty, please contact the person who signed you up or contact customer service. There's really, really kind customer service representatives that you can live chat or phone call with that will help you get what you need to get and work you squeaking through all the problems if there's an issue. Okay, I'm going to show you a couple more things and then I'm getting off the phone. I want to keep this at an hour. When you're to the end and you're ready to check out, you have two options, and I want you to listen closely to this if you don't mind, because a lot of you are the kind of people that can just sit back and chill and hit save and process, and you can let it process on your date. And if you're that kind of a person, you are awesome. Because my personality cannot take that. I have to click and make my order every month go on my own accord. I don't want the computer to do it overnight and do it and wake up to the order being processed. I want to click on it. So you can go ahead and call me a control freak in your mind while you're listening to me. But if you'll just go ahead and click on this, this isn't going to make your order process. If you'll click on the orange Proceed to Checkout button, which is in the gray order summary box on the right-hand side of your cart, we're going to proceed to the checkout. You still have a couple more options in here, so I'm not going to make you process the order now. I just want to show you how to do it. I'm letting my internet load if you're waiting on the phone with me. Okay. So it gives me a summary of my order. And as you can see here, it's giving me a free frankincense because I hit 200 PV in my cart, because I've already done my order, my 200 PV order, and gotten my free grapefruit. So I got grapefruit and frankincense free. Grapefruit because I hit 125, frankincense because I hit 200, and I placed that order already this month. But if you, but you should be able to see if you have a large amount in your account. You should be able to see those. They pop up on this order summary. But this is what I want to show you. At the bottom, it's going to give you your item total. It's going to go ahead and make everything be all ready for you down there. And I just want you to see here again that there's a green PV amount that you can double check yourself that you're getting what you want. So you get to choose if you're trying to qualify for something. So I just want you to see that that's where you would double check yourself. You can see that my total is 300 and my PV is 248. So there's a difference there. And of course, I meet the requirements to get the free frankincense. At the very bottom, don't click on it, but there's an orange Process Now button. And this Process Now button is what you could then push to make your order go through. If you push that button and make your order go through, you are not going to make another order that month. The system understands that that was your monthly order and you're good to go. Now, if you wanted to, you could come back in and make another order and hit Process Now again. If you needed something more that month or you wanted to do an additional order, you could just do it through the same cart. Now, we don't want to process the order now, so all of us are going to go below that to the Continue Shopping and click Continue Shopping. When you do that, it puts you back out to the product page and it allows, and you can just click on that purple bar that says Go to Cart. There's a purple bar at the top that says Go to Cart. If you don't see that, just take your shopping cart and review order again. Okay, and then when we go to our cart, we can go down into the order summary box on the right-hand side, and we can hit Save and Process on February or on January, whatever your date is. Mine says February already. I'm going to save and process so that all the work I did is saved. And then once I come out of this, it's going to send me back to the shop page. Actually, it's not. It's sending me to my scheduled order and telling me that it's saved. I'm going to go back to the product page by clicking on the product, and you can see that the next time that you log in, you open up to this product page, and then you can just click on that edit button and you can go in and edit your orders. So then if you know what you want and you need to come in and shop, this is where you come in and you can look through all the categories. So if you see something bundled together, you're going to go ahead and know that you've got additional savings, and you can double check me on that, but just let me just tell you, if you're seeing products bundled together, you're going to save money. Everything that you earn, that you purchase through the Loyalty Rewards program, as long as it's over 50 PV, it's going to earn you free products. And you get your free shipping compensated back to you in free product points. So those are some of the top tips that I tried to teach you tonight. And we will see if we can finish up. I appreciate you all being with me tonight. We'll see if Deanna, I'm going to try to unshare my screen. Sometimes I struggle with this part to remember what I'm doing. Stop share, there it is. I'm going to stop sharing my screen, and now you see me again, and I'm going to try to see if I need to shut this off or if Deanna's going to do it. Thank you all for listening tonight and for being with me, and I hope that was a help. If it wasn't, or I shouldn't say if it wasn't as clear as it needed to be, you can always go back and listen. You also can always go back in and check with your enroller and the person that signed you up, and they'll be happy to answer questions for you. Okay, I'm going to see if we can go ahead and shut this off. Looks like Deanna is still on, so hopefully she can shut this off for all of us. I'm going to go ahead and say good night and try to shut this off. You all have a wonderful evening.